Hey, what's up guys, SPSnake here, bringing you guys another Call of Duty video here today. Today we are going to be going over one out of the two images that were leaked yesterday that gave us tons of information about the next Call of Duty installment, which is going to be Black Ops 3, and it just got my hype level to a whole new level. So if you guys remember, 3 days ago I talked about my hype level being at a 6. Well, that got bumped up by 2 points. So now it's at a solid 8 and maybe even 9, but we will talk about that in my next video, which we are going to be going over movement, some multiplayer things, some ideas that I got, some things that may possibly be in Black Ops 3. We are going to get a little bit more into detail in the next video. For this video, we are going to focus on the beta access for Call of Duty Black Ops 3. So let's go ahead and start by showing you guys this image on screen. This is the image that was leaked by an employee from GameStop, or at least that's what I assume. It's a promotional display that was supposed to be for GameStop. This is for the promotion of the pre-order bonus that you will get if you do pre-order Call of Duty Black Ops 3, which does have a date of November 6, 2015. A little bit weird because usually all these games come out on a Tuesday, especially the big titles, but this time around it seems like they changed it up a little bit and they actually had put it for a Friday, which is a little bit better if you think about it. A lot of us that go to work or go to school, a lot of times we have the weekends off, and you know, when they put it on the Tuesday, you still have to go to school, so you can't play it as much, or you have to go to work, so you have to go to bed early. And on a Friday, you can go all out, just grind out the game, have fun with your friends. Everybody can play at once, and I think it's just a better date overall, in my personal opinion. That's how movies are released. A lot of the times they're released on a Friday, so that way people can go out and watch the movies when they have free time. So just a note for the big companies, just release it on the Friday. It's a lot better than on the Tuesday. It gets us, you guys get us hyped so far ahead, just so we could play it on the Tuesday for like a couple of hours, and then we have to turn it off because we have things to do, god damn it. And anyways, let's talk a little bit more about this beta. So while I was looking at the image, I was getting a bit hype. I was like, finally we got a beta. We've been asking for this for quite a while now. I think year after year, I'm one of those people that was like, they could have had this fixed if they had a beta. They could have had this fixed if they had a beta, or at least they could have had it fixed at an earlier time, like have a patch come out earlier if they had a beta, especially with the connection issues that we have been seeing in the recent Call of Duties. There've been a lot of Call of Duty connection issues that I have not been liking. We have experienced it in Advanced Warfare, we have experienced it in Call of Duty Ghosts, we have experienced it even back in Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1. I remember connection issues at the beginning of the game's lifespan at launch. They were terrible, sometimes unplayable. I remember Black Ops 1 being unplayable for me for probably the first like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even a month. So it was pretty harsh, and it's always been pretty harsh at launch. So hopefully with this beta, maybe I'll allow them to actually have better connections, you know, test out all the connection issues. If they had to tweak something, they can tweak it before the game is released. But with that being said, I want you guys to understand that if this beta is released a month ahead, most likely 99% sure that the things that you see that are broken within the game are not all going to be fixed when the full game is released, just because it's just nearly impossible to have everything fixed in such short amount of time, especially if they're not fully completed with the game by that time, which they should be. But even so, if it is completed, sometimes they already have everything set up. The discs are printing, the labels are printing, everything is being set, being shipped out to the warehouses, shipped out to the stores, so they can't really do much. But what they can do is take extra time to start gathering those glitches up, gathering what needs to be balanced, and maybe we'll see a patch a little bit earlier than what we would have if we didn't have the beta. So that's always a good thing. But like I said, just understand that the beta doesn't necessarily mean that everything at launch is going to be perfect. It's just not going to happen. It really depends on when they launch the beta, but from the looks of it, they're going to release it somewhere near the full release of the game. So just wanted to get that out there for you guys, because some people, they just get angry for no reason. So anyways, moving on. Now, when I was looking at this image, I started asking myself, after, you know, the whole hype just went down, you know, I was able to control myself and I didn't scream like a little girl, because I did scream like a little girl when I saw this image for the very first time. I was like, oh my god, a beta access. Yes, I sounded like a creep, but I started thinking to myself, they can actually make or break the game. Now, how can it break the game? Is it going to just give a lot of glitches, a virus? What are you talking about, SPSnake? So the way it can break the game is that usually a lot of us, even if we don't want to admit it, we will buy the next Call of Duty no matter what. As long as it's Call of Duty, we might buy the next 2-3 titles of Call of Duty, just with the fact that it is Call of Duty. That's how big of a fans we are. A lot of us are never going to admit we are fanboys for the series, but you can see it from year after year after year. That is the reason Call of Duty hasn't had a beta for a very long time, just because they didn't really need it. They already had the fan base. They know that just by putting out a few trailers, a few images, they probably even leak a few things intentionally just to get people hyped, and they know people are going to buy the game regardless of what it is called or what they have. People are just curious of what has changed, what is new. So with that being said, the way it can break the game is because now that we have the beta access and we can try it out ahead of time, and also if we don't enjoy the beta, we can easily just cancel our pre-orders and everything would just go back to normal, and they will lose a potential, you know, sale on the game. So for those of us that only purchase the game out of curiosity because maybe our friend has told us so much about it, or just because we want to see the new perks, we want to try it out at least, and then later on we would trade it in. Once you purchase that game, Treyarch and Activision have already made their cut. They already have sold a unit in their books, and that's how it goes. But with this beta and having the ability to actually play ahead of time, and you can easily just cancel your pre-order, so initially you're playing it for free, it's kind of risky for them because they can lose that potential sale. With that being said, the way it can make it is, which in my opinion they already are doing something good and positive. In my eyes, I feel like they're really showing confidence. They're showing that we are going to enjoy the game. They're like, you know what? We don't have nothing to hide here. Here's the game. We know you guys are going to enjoy it. I think with this move, they're trying to pull back old fans to prove that they can actually make a decent Call of Duty game. And they're also trying to pull in new players that maybe never really tried out Call of Duty, maybe the younger audience. And maybe now this will be their chance to actually go ahead and try that. Like I said, you do have to pre-order the game, so maybe even people that have never played Call of Duty aren't going to pre-order it just because they're not interested in it. But I have a feeling they might even make it public when you know, the last 2 or 3 days or so, just so everybody can try it out, or at least that would be a good move in my personal opinion. But who knows? But like I said, it just shows confidence. It shows that they're going to support the game. It shows that they're going to try their best to have the better launch. So that's always a positive vibe, and hopefully it works out for them, because I am a big fan of Call of Duty, and hopefully it continue doing great in sales, so that way we can have more people in the community. That way YouTube videos can do better as well. Apart from just YouTube videos, it would be a better experience in Call of Duty. You'll have better connections just because there's so many people around you that have the game, that you're able to connect to a large pool of players compared to if only 10,000 people are playing or 1,000 people are playing the game. So anyways, that was my 2 cents. Let me know what you guys think on the topic. Do you think this will make or break the game? That is the big question of the day. Also, how excited are you now for the next Call of Duty? And will this beta access actually make you go out and pre-order the game, or are you just going to wait until the full release? Let me know that in the comment section below. Again, if you guys enjoyed and could drop a like, that'd be hella appreciated. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Take care, guys. Peace.